What's the deal? It's your boy Original back with another one for y'all. Check this out. My favorite researcher, Previ Mohan, just dropped another video about Angkor Wat, man. Now, this video we about to react to, he go inside the main chamber of Angkor Wat, man. And he proved that it's ancient technology that built this. Ancient technology was used to build this. When y'all see this structure, right? I want y'all to think of a 3D printed structure, man. Like, you got to understand something about how we design buildings, how we design homes. You know, we need computer assisted design now. Like, when you want to really design something sweet, you need what's called a CAD design, a CAD. You can look this up, a computer assisted design. And they even use this when they make jewelry, when they make custom jewelry. You know, they get a 3D rendering of it. And they use lasers and all type of shit to cut up the jewelry and everything. But we about to see what's going on in Angkor Wat, though. Because I know it was some ancient technology. And I know, you know what I'm saying, the ancient civilizations on Earth was way more tapped in and experienced than we give them credit for. So, on this video, we about to watch this together. I was about to watch this by myself. It's early in the morning. I got my power drink, my smoothie, man. Gotta have this every morning, man. So, we about to check out this video. It's your boy, Yon World. Stick around to the end, boy.
Hey guys, there are thousands of videos on YouTube about Angkor Wat Temple, but none of the videos show you what is actually inside the main chamber of Angkor Wat. Nobody shows you that because it is a big secret. In this video, we are going to find out what is in the main chamber inside this main tower.
Look at that shit. Look,
very
like,
shocking.
Look at that, bro. Just look at the fucking pattern, right? Look at how it's consistent in the layers. It just looked like they had a big ass spaceship, right? And they laser scan. They had like rock melting technology. This just my little theory. They probably had this big ass machine with rock melting technology. They lifting big rocks using sound frequencies, literally melting this shit and design it. It's like a big ass laser scanning device, man. That's just what I think. Just look at that shit, bro.
It has some mind-boggling stuff hidden inside. The main tower is positioned at the very center.
Nah, y'all see that architecture? Y'all see that architecture? You gotta understand how hard it is to make some shit precise.
Of this large temple, and the tower is more than 200 feet tall. I am finally at this area where the central tower is located, and I begin climbing the stairs. The main tower has quite an elevation, and the stairs are very steep, making you wonder why ancient builders made it very hard to climb this. As I reach the end of the stairs, I cannot wait to go and see what's inside the main chamber. As I go closer, I can feel a strange pull, and I remove my shoes before going near it. But when I finally go towards the main chamber, I am shocked to see a Buddha in the main chamber, a giant Buddha carved on the wall. This is very strange because Angkor Wat is a Hindu temple with a lot of Hindu carvings, yet in the central chamber, we see a giant.
Y'all gotta understand, like, the Buddhism and Hinduism. Like, Hindu was the original, you know what I'm saying? Them like the black, and then like the Buddhists came in. It was like a bunch of mixed matching, and Buddhism, a bunch of different cultures, but Hinduism was the original. So
Buddha statue. Why? There's also a reclining Buddha statue in the front. This does not make any sense. So I walk around and see if there's anything else I can find. As I walk over to the other side, there's an other entrance, and again, I see a similar Buddha statue. This is a different statue, but this also shows Buddha. There are a total of 4 giant Buddhas carved in 4 different directions in the main chamber. There are no Hindu statues at all. This clearly proves
You can see an old door behind them that's locked up. Something you gotta pay attention to in all of these ancient sites is a lot of stuff with the real information at, or where you can really study and, break the code. They always have it gated off. They always have it blocked off. I noticed that a lot when I was researching ancient Egypt and when I was researching ancient India, right? A lot of the areas where the real information and with the real knowledge, they block it off to the public.
that Angkor Wat is not a Hindu temple, but a Buddhist temple. In fact, even today, many Cambodians actually believe that this is a Buddhist temple. But then, look at the top of Buddha. You can see important Hindu gods like Shiva and Brahma carved as guardians of Buddha. You can see them carved much smaller in size as protectors of this giant Buddha. This is pure craziness. So I go to the side of this chamber and something is very strange here. You see these blocks? This is terrible stonework. This was definitely not done by the original builders of Angkor Wat. Some civilization came later.
It look like they knocked something out.
And then did not even know how to cut and carve the rocks properly. Look at the stark contrast between these extraordinary carvings on the side done by the original builders and the terrible alignment of...
Yeah, like you see that to the right, this to the right, that's some 3D printed shit. That's some laser etched, you know what I'm saying, shit. To make stone do that, right? To make stone do that. That's some 3D printed shit. You know what I'm saying? You need a mold design something. You need some type of mold design, but to even make the casting of it, you know what I'm saying? That's some architecture. Just look up this shit. Like, look it up. Look how they do it in modern time, just so you can understand, like what the fuck going on.
Of stones nearby who came later. You can see the quality of work of 2 civilizations side by side. But the real question is, why? Why did the inferior civilization pile up the stones here? What was the need to do this? Think about this. Why did the people who came later decide to build a wall here?
That's a fake wall. He probably about to say it, but it looked like a fake wall. It looked like they put some rocks right there, and they kind of like plastered up some shit. Let's see what he said.
In some places, you can even observe that there's an empty space behind the wall.
Yeah, you can see
that.
that.
The wall was built to hide something that was originally hidden. What are they hiding from us?
Right.
Now, let's go back
and
to
that
the
even
main
looked
chamber.
like a little makeshift wall. Oh, they hiding something. See, I told y'all, like, when they got something protected by the gate, something back there. There's something back there that they can't move, right? I don't know if y'all ever heard. It's probably a little off topic, but I don't know if y'all ever heard the story of King Tut chamber, right? When they found King Tut, right? All of the original people who found King Tut's chamber died, right? Because it was like, it's this shit called the Pharaoh's Curse. And they went in there, and still to this day, like, they took everything out of King Tut's chamber except his body. Like, you cannot touch his body or you will be cursed. It's like this, it's like an energy around, like, it's encased. Like, my uncle told me, he went out to Egypt, he said, you can't even video record that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you can go see it. But yeah, they be hiding a lot of stuff, y'all. They be hiding a lot of stuff.
Look at the rectangle around Buddha. Does this ring a bell? Look at the top. It looks remarkably similar to an entrance or a doorway. There's no need to have a tapering rectangle background before carving the Buddha. Even more strange, look at the stone blocks behind. You can see the stone blocks are very crudely aligned, and the Buddha himself looks very low quality. All 4 Buddha carvings pretty much look like that. Here you can literally see how many stone blocks were used.
They tried to recreate Buddha. That shit.
And you can see the mortar joining the blocks. In other chambers, a lot of paint has been applied crudely on the wall to cover up these terrible joints. The truth is, this wall, the Buddha statue, the crude blocks outside, are all newer structures which were built in front of the original main chamber. The place where you see the Buddha today, that was the entrance to the main chamber. Not only one entrance, originally the main chamber had 4 entrances on 4 sides. And when this temple was taken over by another civilization, they covered all the 4 entrances with crude walls.
Damn.
And carved Buddha on all these 4 walls. Not only that, they also covered the smaller windows outside or any other places which would give away that there was originally a main chamber which contained something very, very important.
Dang, like, you can't throw your camera up there like, hey, what's up in here, you know? That's why we need some little spy cameras. Like, when I go on my excavation, because that's something I'm going to do. I'm going to document it on this channel, right? Whoever watched this video, y'all got my word. When I go on my motherfucking excavation, when I travel the world, and I go to all these ancient sites, I'm going to have me some spy technology. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have a little robot car that can just roll up in there. You know what I'm saying? And Bluetooth me back the video. You know what I'm talking about?
This is not a theory. This information is actually confirmed by the archaeology department of Cambodia.
Wow.
So what was
he said this is confirmed.
The original main chamber?
He basically saying the government of Cambodia confirmed that we blocked that shit. Like they confirmed it.
Usually Hindu temples have a statue in the main chamber, and this temple also had a statue. This statue of Vishnu was placed originally in the central chamber, and then they threw it outside, and now it's placed near the entrance of Angkor Wat. Normally, I would explain how brilliantly this is carved with 1 block of sandstone, how many hands it has, and so on. But not today, because they found something much more shocking in the main chamber. When they looked up, there was a hole on the center of the tower, but they found something even more weird when they looked down on the floor. They found a hole that goes deep underground. How deep is this hole? It is 90 feet deep. Yes, 90 feet deep. And it goes to a secret underground chamber. And inside this underground vault, there was originally a stone box. Archaeologists observed that around noontime, the sunlight was directly shining through this hole on top of the tower, through the 90 feet shaft, and hitting the stone box in the underground chamber. Now, archaeologists only found fragments of this box, okay? Because the original box was looted and nobody knows where it is now.
Yeah.
This is mind-boggling, but here's the problem. How do we find out what the box looked like? And more importantly, what was inside the box? Obviously, the box is gone now, but there is another temple in the same area which has a similar ancient box. This is not a well-known temple.
This is why, it's a little theory, but this is why I think all of the royal families, like all of the all of those British and European empires that looted all of these ancient sites, they found some shit. Like they found some real technology shit that can put them in power if they protect that shit. And I know they took it and removed it from these ancient sites, and they only show you they show you a lot in the museum, but they don't show you the real shit they found. You know what I'm saying? They found a lot of shit. They got a lot of shit from these spots, man. And it's all for control. Like all so we don't know about it. Like but if you look at these remains, you can't tell me. Like some of this shit just look too advanced. Like I got like this type of Pictionary imagination, like where I could kind of rebuild stuff in my mind. Like I'm a real visionary, like when it come to like being able to see shit. But I could look at this shit and kind of imagine how it used to be, and it's deep to me. You know what I'm saying? But you never know what was in it. But it was some treasure for sure.
Temple. It is called the Bantai Samurai Temple. Even locals do not visit this temple often, but it has a similar stone box that is considered sacred, and some people even worship this today. They have looted the contents of this box, so it is empty now. The box at Angkor Wat is completely gone, and there is a very good chance that it looked exactly like this one. So let's just imagine that this box was inside the underground chamber of Angkor Wat. What was originally inside the box? Nobody knows, but we all know the standard theory of archaeologists and historians. Okay, take Egypt for example. If an empty stone box is found, it's considered a sarcophagus, sort of a coffin or box used to keep the mummified body of the king. The same mindset is used in Angkor Wat as well. Experts think that this stone box had the mummified body of the king who built Angkor Wat. Now, this may be a believable theory to a Westerner, but Hindus usually burn the bodies and they do not put them in coffins. And more importantly, it's considered taboo to bring a dead body even close to the temple premises. And look, the box is too small to put a body, less than 3 feet long. You cannot even lie down in this. You will have to crouch. Why would a king who built the world's largest temple be put in a crouched position inside this small box?
Yeah, and like what he's saying, like how, like even in ancient Egypt, none of the kings and queens and the pharaohs, they bodies were never found at like the temples, at the pyramids. You know what I'm saying? It's all found in this one place called like the Valley of the Kings, where everybody was buried at, right? But that's true. Like they don't bury the bodies around like where they have the temples aligned with the stars and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was some technology in there. You know what I'm saying? It was probably, I don't know if it was like gold, some type of mineral, some material, some object. You know what I'm saying? That activated like some type of universal energy. I don't know, but I know it was something. It wasn't no body. You know what I'm saying? Like even in where he showed those old basalt those basalt little sarcophagus things in Egypt, like those wasn't made for the bodies. Like when you see the sarcophagus for Egypt, like everybody who was in the sarcophagus, it was like they was made out of a body. So if it's just one out of a fucking big ass slab of basalt rock, like the one he showed, you know what I'm saying? It was something else in that motherfucker. It was something that was used like for some technology shit.
This does not make any sense. And the most important flaw in this theory is this hole on top of the box. It's about 3 or 4 inches wide. This eliminates the possibility that this held a mummified body because a sarcophagus needs to be airtight. Otherwise, the body will rot rapidly. So there was definitely
Now, you know
not
that?
a mummy in the box, but the hole on the box gives great insight about what was originally inside. Think about this, right? We already saw there was a hole on top of the main tower to let the sunlight in, and there was a 90 feet hole on the floor in the main chamber, which lets that sunlight pass into another secret underground chamber. And this underground chamber had a stone box. Initially, we thought that this sunlight was merely hitting the top of the box. But no, this box has a 3-inch hole on top, which makes sure that the sunlight will go in and make contact with what is inside the box. So whatever was inside the box definitely needed sunlight for some reason. What's even more weird, archaeologists recently discovered a few turtle-shaped stone boxes in the same area. When they opened them, they found crystal quartz stones, silica gel-like substance, and bronze wires. Is it possible that a...
What? He said they found crystal quartz stones, silica gel-like substance, and bronze wire. Y'all understand that's creating energy. That's creating an electrical current, right? All that stuff he just named is used to power computers and all type of electrical devices. They use copper, bronze coils to do the electrical work in all these buildings. And they use different molding gels and hey, they was on some shit, man. It was on some shit. Like, I got this right here. Look, I know I showed y'all. Look. This is called organite. But it created energy, bro. Like, from certain angles, you can see a light or the whole... I have to do a video about that. But look at that. This is like some ancient technology. This is probably why I'm so blessed, because I be having that shit around me.
Device, an ancient device made with the same materials, was placed inside the box of Angkor Wat. Why do I think like this? Not only because these boxes were found less than 5 miles from Angkor Wat, not only because this is also a stone box, but more importantly, because of that hole which directly...
Dang, so that's deep. That's deep. That's deep. They used to be using crystals and copper and silica gel to create energy. And then he was just saying a bunch of them turtles was found not even 5 miles from that site. So it's a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? They found 2 or 3. I just seen 2 or 3 in that one clip. So that means it's a lot of them scattered. And they radiate energy, right? That shit radiating energy, man. And it was probably activated, like, it's buried now, you know what I'm saying? But back then, they was probably activated on some shit. Like, we don't know. We really don't know, bro. We really don't know. But I know there's some shit out here. Just from hearing people having psychedelic experiences. You know what I'm saying? Just from me being able to control my dreams at night. I know it's more than what they telling us. And I think back then, it was just like the fucking veil was easier to cross. It wasn't as hard. You know what I'm saying? It was like the spirit world and the physical world was a little that that fucking gap between them was a little bit closed, you know, and you could easily transfer. Like, niggas was smart, bro. Niggas was smart, and I just wish like our governments and like our officials in power, or you know, our history just in general, like they embrace this information and we use it to advance ourselves. Like, I feel like it shouldn't be poverty. It shouldn't be nobody hungry. We shouldn't be using fossil fuels and shit. Like, we got technology, like, to everybody have free energy. Everybody, you know, could be wealthy, abundant. Like, we don't have to destroy the earth. Like, it's just the people in power choose to run this shit like that. They got the knowledge. They got the information. They scared to, you know, put it out there to the people, you know, because they in fear of control. They need that power. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe we entering in, you know, a shift, a turning of the tables, a transfer of that power. I do believe we entering in that age.
Sunlight in. Now, think about a very crude solar energy device today. You have a solar panel which will convert light into energy. You will use a battery to store extra energy, and you will use wires for the power to be transmitted. This is exactly what they have found in these boxes. Quartz is used in solar panels today. We have silica gel batteries today in the market.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, man. The same shit we use to generate power, generate electricity. They was using that shit too. And that's why I respect Privy Mohan just for like lining this shit up all together on a 16-minute video, making it like clear and concise. So if you watch this, you was like, damn, like it's some truth to that. You can't, you know what I'm saying? If you understand how a battery is made today, then you see this shit, you be like, wait, what was that? Was that an energy, you know, generating device? An energy generating temple, right? It's a lot to break down.
And they have even found ancient bronze wires needed to connect everything. In my mind, this is why they designed the whole setup. The tower with the hole on top, the secret underground vault, which can receive sunlight through a hole. They must have used some type of an advanced ancient device which was powered by solar energy. This is why they placed this device so securely underground after a 90-feet hole. It must have been a very advanced device. And just like today, all top-notch devices.
Damn, he said
politics has never been my thing.
He said that motherfucker was an ancient solar panel, an ancient solar generating energy system. The light would come down from the top of the pyramid and hit this little box that charged up the whole shit, bro. They been had Wi-Fi with the... Imagine having Wi-Fi electricity, nigga. They knew how to direct the electricity without the shit being... You know what I'm talking about? Without all the cables and... Man. Let me keep listening.
Gained secretly by governments and military. Commoners do not get access
Look at that.
to these devices for a long time. There is no doubt that it was an advanced solar powered device.
Wow.
Why else would they come up with such a painstaking model to put a hole on top of the tower, which will let the sun shine for more than 100 feet into the box? And it's very interesting because the device which was in there must have only depended on peak solar radiation, which happens at noontime. The solar energy is much stronger at noontime than sunrise and sunset. This explains that whatever was inside was solar powered, and this box even has an outlet at the bottom.
Wow.
Again, proving that this was not a sarcophagus, but it probably had a cooling mechanism and had to drain the coolant from time to time. Now, the entire setup would be able to get some rainwater also, which would cool the device inside and also safely drain out. But what were they powering up using this solar energy? Perhaps the answer can be found in the hand of this broken Vishnu, which is also found at Angkor Wat. I hope you guys
damn,
watch
you
this
see how you
today.
do it?
I'm going to post a lot of new information very soon, so stay tuned, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.
Damn, they got the Wi-Fi devices out there, bro. They had the Wi-Fi energy devices, bro. They was tapping into some shit, bro. It was just how we got this little device. You know, we can carry this around. You can be anywhere, make a call. You just connected. You know, how is this just connected to everything, everywhere? This little device, right? Hello? You can walk outside right now. Hello? Yeah, where you at? Shit, I'm over here. This little device, man. They had the same shit going on, bro. You can't tell me. I love if they created like some virtual simulation. Like if they, I'll be a part of that experiment. You can go back in time. I'll take the risk. I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Go back in time, come back to this bitch, and keep your whole molecular structure. Yeah, I'll do some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I like videos like this. It just makes me think. You know, I like knowing that it's more out there. You know. So, yeah, man. Shout out to Preview Mohan. We gotta watch that next one, man. He played it so crazy, and ain't even show the Wi-Fi devices. I know you was about to break down the ancient technology they got carved in their hand that connected to this solar, ancient, advanced technology. But until next time, y'all. It's your boy Yon World. I'm out. Peace.